back to Tabletop Assault. I'm Ross.
I'm David.
And today we're going to bring you a 2,000 point battle report where I'll be using Dreadhost Adeptus Custodes.
And I'll be using the new Crusher Stampede Tyranids from Flashpoint Octarius.
Yeah, so this is an interesting one. You're going to be seeing both the new Adeptus Custodes and you're going to be seeing new rules for Tyranids. So a lot of new things to try out in this battle report.
So guys, we're going to go to our Grand Tournament 2020 games, choose a scenario. We've got Surround and Destroy to play today. Very simple objectives in your zone, no man's land and your other deployment zone. 5 victory points for holding 1 or more, another 5 victory points for holding 2 or more, and another 5 victory points if you hold more than your opponent, all scored from battle round 2 onwards.
Cool, with that let's have a look at the forces.
So here we have my 2,000 points of Tyranids. And we're going to be using the new Army of Renown Crusher Stampede rules from Flashpoint Octarius, which you can use in match play. So we're going to be showcasing some of that today. So one thing we don't get is the Hive Fleet adaptation for Kronos, but we do have to take a Hive Fleet keyword. Additionally though, we will gain, instead of losing Kronos' ability, we will gain all monsters get 5-up invul save and remove damage by 1 to a minimum of 1. And they use their wand count to to declare how many models are claiming an objective. Anything that's non-monster will have a 5-up invul instead, but you have to take models of multiple wounds or more. You can't take like a 1-wound model. Moving into the units themselves, we have a Swarm Lord with all his bare bones. We then have a Flying Hive Tyrant with the Miasma Cannon for the relic, and the Warlord trait will be one of the Crusher Stampede, which is Raging Influence. It gives all monsters within 6 inches of him unmodified hit rolls of a 6 give an additional hit, which is always pretty cool. Moving in then to the troop choices, we've got 2 warrior units. Now those warrior units are going to be all Death Spitters and a Venom Cannon in each one. So there's a few proxies in there guys, but that's what they're going to be kitted out with. We then have a Horospex moving into the more elite units with all his spare stuff. We've then got a Toxicrene, again all the bare stuff. We have a proxied Carnifex. It will just have its monstrous talons, nothing else. And then we have 4 Venom Thropes, just basically acting as a brood. The back line is where the real meat and bones of this army lays. We've got 2 Exocrines, what you see is what you get. A Tyrannifex with a Stinger Salvo and a Rupture Cannon. And then we're going to try and use the new improved Demacheron with these rules. Again, Demacheron, what you see is what you get, but we're going to try and see if we can do some of the cool new stratagems from this faction as well. Psychic power wise, I should just mention, the Swarm Lord will have Catalyst and Paroxysm, and the Flying Hive Tyrant will have the Horror and Symbiostorm. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be using any of the new faction psychic powers, because I don't think it synergizes with what I've taken today. So with that guys, let's crack on and we'll show you the Custodes.
Here is our 2,000 points of Adeptus Custodes. I'll be in a battalion detachments, 12 command points to use, and I'll be using the Dreadhost. Pre-game stratagems are going to be Eternal Penitent on the Achilles, Victor of the Blood Games for the Dawn Eagle, Shield Captain, and from Golden Light they come for the Achilles. Now, in terms of units, I've got Shield Captain on Dawn Eagle Jetbike. His warlord traits are going to be Superior Creation and Radiant Mantle. Basically, Victor of the Blood Games now gives you another warlord trait, so that's why I have 2. He's also got Commander trait, which is Ceaseless Hunter. Then I've got Inceptor Lance and Salvo Launcher. Then got a Shield Captain and Hilarious Terminator Armor. He's got Ballistus Grenade Launcher and Castellan Axe, and he's going to have the Relic of Terra or Beliteratum. And then he's armed with his Ballistus Grenade Launcher and Castellan Axe, which I already said. In terms of troops, we have a unit of 3 Sagittarium Guard, all with Adrastus Bolt Calvers and Miscordias. Another unit of 3 Sagittarium Guard, all with Adrastus Bolt Calvers and Miscordias. And another unit of Sagittarium Guard of 3 with Adrastus Bolt Calvers and Miscordias. Then got for elites a Contemptor Achilles Dreadnought with Achilles Dreadspear and 2 Lastrum Storm Bolters. Got a unit of 6 Hilarious Custodians with 5 Castellan Axes and 5 Ballistus Grenade Launchers. I've got a Contemptor Galatus Dreadnought with Galatus Warblade and Galatus Shield. And last I've got for fast attack 5 Vertus Praetors with 5 Interceptor Lances and 5 Salvo Launchers. And that is my 2,000 points of Adeptus Custodes.
Right, here is a snapshot of our board. We have our lovely Warp Storm that's kicking off in the background. But we have for this table setup, it's sort of long edge to long edge, the sort of old Dawn of War deployment, and we've got 6 objectives to play for. Where are those objectives? So in the top half, we've got 2 in this deployment zone, 1 marker over there, another marker over there, 2 in the middle of no man's land, marker here, marker down there, and 2 in this deployment zone again, an equidistant, 1 over here and 1 over here. So yeah, we've got a lot of carnage ahead of us. We've got a nice big zone in the middle to basically just cut each other up, because I think that's the aim for this one. Let's crack on with deployment.
Here is the Custodes deployment. So I've got my Sagittarium Guard, first squad on this objective and a second one here. I have my bikes already in the middle along with the Shield Captain. I then have, I think this may be the first time I'm using this Dreadnought. I think it's the Galatus Dreadnought. First time using the Shield one. And then I've got another unit of Sagittarium Guard on this flank. I have my Aculus Dreadnought and my Terminators along with the Shield Captain all in reserve, ready to come in later on.
Okay, Tyranids counter deployment. We have warriors are behind that sort of cliff, warriors behind this cliff, but our front line is the main force. We have the Toxicrene, Demacaron, Horuspex leading the front line, a backline of the Swarm Lord, the Tyrannifex, and one of the Exocrines with a spread in the backline on my Venom Throats, and then up top is my Flying Hive Tyrant. And then on this flank we have another Exocrine and I know there's a Venom Cannon on that Carnifex, but he is just basically monstrous claws. I just don't have one with the model, so he's only a combat Carnifex. We have nothing in reserve, so that's the front line for this Crusher Stampede. Let's see how it goes. Rolling to see who goes first. Let's start with the Tyrannid roll. I'll take the honours. So 3.
With 3. And we'll try again.
We'll try again.
Right, I'll go first this time. With 5. We'll try again. Right, and you can go first.
Sorry.
That's alright, man. And you can go first this time.
Okay, Tyranids.
Alright, 3. Don't do another 3. 4. So okay, it will be the Adeptus Custodes to go first. On to Custodes turn 1. Now, I have a lot of things in reserve, and that's a lot of monsters, that's a lot of big creatures. You have to be very careful sometimes going first because, well, if I went to try and get the midfield, I think I might be charged. So this is going to be a very turn. I might throw one thing forward, but I really want to try and use a little bit of range to soften up the force before maybe turn 2 I bring in the reinforcements and really strike down. Let's move some forward and see where we go to. Finished up the movement for the Adeptus Custodes, so I should announce my stance. This is going to be Salvus Stance 1 for Battle Round 1, which is giving all my ranged weapons +4 to their range. Very, very handy. Because I'm being a bit of a coward and I'm just going to stand here. David has a lot of dangerous big creatures that could really cause a bit of damage to Custodes, so I think I want to try and soften them up with some ranged firepower.
Okay.
So the only thing that moved is the Shield Captain here for rerolls, but my Contemptor Advanced is hunkering down on this objective.
Yeah.
Basically, David's, there's a target, would you like to go for him?
It's a juicy target.
It's a juicy target, and he's hard as nails in some ways as well, but...
to use the Carnifex term, he may be a Distractifex.
He might be well, maybe, but we'll see how that goes. Let's go on and do some shooting. With our shooting, I'm going to go with the Virtus Praetors first. Now they're going to fire their salvo launchers into the Demacaron. Now they have changed slightly in the fact that they are 24 inches, heavy 1, strength 8, -4, D3 +3 damage, but no further benefits. There's no, flak missiles, there's no melta stuff. It's just they're straight up, but they're D3 +3, so very deadly. And
you are getting extended range due to your chitin?
So yes, I will be up to 28 inches this turn.
That's how you're in range, right?
That's how I'm in range.
2s to hit, -1 for the Venom Throat Brood.
Yep. Are you doing any abilities?
I will be using one of the Crusher Stampede Unbreakable Chitin to ignore a modified wind rolls of 1, 2s and 3s. So
you're toughness 7?
Toughness 7. So I'll basically ignore 3s.
So it'll be 3s to hit you, and I'll get a reroll 1s because my Shield Captain is nearby and the bikes are core. So the 2 will be ignored. And then it's going to be 4s to wound you, no rerolls. So 2 go through. Do I want to spend a command point to try and reroll 1? You've got 5 up invul, don't you?
The whole army gets a 5 up invul.
50-50 chance, it's D3 +3 wounds. You know what, I'm going to reroll 1.
Okay.
It could be a slight bit more damage. Nope, don't. So it's going to be 2 wounds going through.
2 wounds go through, so it's 5 up invul. Yeah, 5 up invul. Oh, don't count drop die.
Wish you did.
5 up invul. Ignore 1. And due to the hulking behemoth rule, you are -1 to your damage as well.
So it's going to be D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 2. -1 to your damage.
Yeah, and then -1. So it's going to be, that would be 5 damage, reduce it by 1, down to 4.
So 14 wounds remaining.
And I'll fire the shield captain salvo launcher into the Demon. So 3s, reroll 1s, don't roll 2s. We hit. I've not taken any tricks to if you hit on 6s and all that jazz. So it's going to be force to injure. No rerolling. That will not.
Unbreakable chitin.
Going with Sagittarium Guard next, and they're going to put all their bolts into Dimkeron. I kind of just want to bracket it,
yeah.
But you are -1 damage on everything, so this means I'm going to do only damage 1, so I really need to do quite well here. It's going to be 9 shots, hitting on 3s, reroll 1s because of your Venom Tropes.
Yep.
No, I don't get reroll 1s, so it's 1s and 2s are misses.
Oh, you're not in range of your guy?
Nah, these guys are, but the other side isn't. I mean, they're rocking 40-inch range at the moment. And it's going to be 5 to injure. For none. Now I'm just going to do the exact same again with these 2 squads.
This one first.
And they will get to reroll 1s to it. So 3s reroll 1s.
Really good.
A really good roll.
Still good roll.
Still good. I mean, it would have been all hit if it wasn't for your Venom Tropes, but I'll get them at some point. And it's going to be 5 to wounds. Much better. 3 wounds. -1 AP. I'm going to assume you've got 3 up saves.
So that'll bring you to 4 up armor then?
Yeah.
4 up armor. Failed 2, so down to 12 wounds remaining.
12 wounds, and then I'll do another 3, 6.
This unit here, guys.
9, yep. 3 reroll 1s. Oh, let's take away the 2s. And then reroll 1. Yep, and then it's going to be my 5s to injure again. For just 1 wounds.
Yep, 4 up armor. Failed down to 11 wounds remaining.
And that is it for Custodes turn 1. So I didn't do much damage, but in theory all I had was really 1 unit that could do huge amounts of damage, and that was the bikes. Maybe I've been a bit of a coward sitting back waiting for David to come to me. Now I know the Swarmlord, he is the launcher that, you know, can launch anything across the field. So we'll see how that goes. I tried to do as much damage as possible, but I still have loads in reserve. And so David has to think about that, where they're going to land. But with that, let's go into Tyranids, turn 1.
So, battle round 1, or turn 1 for the Tyranids. I'm going to just say this really quickly. I really do like this Crusher Stampede Legion rule with the invul and the -1 damage. It's actually really powerful when you think about it. And we're getting a good chance to show this off today. So yeah, I'm going to just start charging things forward. I can't sit still. I need to do the damage as much as I can now before the drop comes in, because that's inevitably going to hurt. It's just whether or not do I beeline something to your bikes, or do I focus with what's directly in front of me. Just at the start of the movement phase, I'm going to use 2 command points for rapid regeneration on the Demon Cannon to recover D3 wounds. We get 1 back, so back up to 12. Alright, end of the movement, and we've been hyper aggressive. Pretty much everything bar 2 of the units at the back have came forward. Tyrannifex, Exocrine have kept staying still. I've moved this Exocrine over into the objective, but I'll be using something to make that as though it's remain stationary. Warriors have moved on up, and we've got Demon moved on up, Horuspex, Warlord Tyrant, Toxocrine, Swarmlord, Venom Tropes to keep the bubble going for the minuses, and the Carnifex, because I want to make sure I kill some stuff here. With that, guys, it's time to go into a very important psychic phase. So we're going to go into the psychic phase, and the Flying Hive Tyrant is going to start by using Symbiostorm, which will basically allow a modified hit rolls of 6 to score an additional hit. This is with ranged weaponry. We're going to put it on the Exocrine at the back.
Yep.
So it is a 6 to cast, guys. Will you get it? And then the Flying Hive Tyrant is going to use the Horror, which will be on this unit here.
Yep.
They're within 24 inches invisible, so 6 to cast. We get it just, but that is -1 to their leadership and hit rolls till the next psychic phase. Swarm Lord is going to use Paroxysm, and it's going to be on this Dreadnought here.
Yep.
Essentially, I just want it to be fighting last, so it's Warp Charge 5. We get it.
Yep.
So he's got Paroxysm, and now I've got Catalyst, which is well known as the Ignore Wounds and a 5-up.
Yep.
I'm putting on the Demacare.
Yep.
I know he can get it himself, potentially, but you've got involved, so I want to make sure.
Yeah, you got to work on it.
So, Catalyst is, I believe it's 6 to cast. We get it, but we do get Catalyst on the Demacare.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're filming.
Right, so into the shooting phase, 2 command points for Pathogenic Slime on that Exocrine. That is also Symbio Stormed, remember?
Yep.
So that's good extra hits. Going to use Symbiotic Devastation on this Exocrine, so it no longer counts as moved, it will now count as stationary, so it's allowed to shoot twice.
Yep. Yep.
Starting off the shooting though, we're going to go straight to Warriors. Warrior squad here, 4 guys straight into these Sagittarium Guard. So we've got a total of 9 Death Spitters and D3 Venom Cannon shots. I'm going to do the Venom Cannon first.
Yep.
And because they have been buffed pre-game, they are now Ballistic Skill 3.
Nice.
So first Venom Cannon, D3 shots. For 3 shots.
Okay.
3s to hit, no minuses here.
No minuses, nope. 2 hits.
We get 2 hits. Let me come back in just a sec. So 2 went through there. I was just checking if they had better ballistic skill. No, it's only ballistic skill 3. These are going to be 3s to wound you. Strength 8 against toughness 5.
Yes.
For 2 wounds.
-2,
so it'll be straight to your invul.
4-up save. Oh, how much damage is it?
It's D3.
D3, I'll take it because as long as you don't roll a 5 in the first one.
Are they 3 wounds apiece?
3 wins piece. So don't roll a 5.
Right, okay.
If you roll 2 5s here, I'm going to be very angry.
I would start potentially getting angry.
Okay, well that's just 1, David. That's just 1. There's no way you're going to roll another 5 or 6. Oh, for goodness sake.
And then the Death Spitters, 9 shots, hitting on 3s. Okay. No rerolls. Strength 5, so wounding on 4s.
Yep.
For a wound, -1 AP.
So 3-up.
It's a 1.
It's a 1, so he's down to 2 wounds.
The second unit of Warriors is going to rinse and repeat. It is only 1 guy, but it's important to get you off the objective.
Yep.
We will start with the Venom Cannon.
Yep.
D3 shots. For 1. And it is an assault weapon in case you're wondering I'm not getting the minuses to hit here.
Yeah.
3s to hit. We hit. 3s to wound. We wound.
One day I'll make this 4-up invul. Roll it, David.
Okay.
Do you want to spend a command point? Because otherwise...
Save it for the other weaponry saves. You might need to get a save against Exocrines and stuff.
And I'm sure you would just put other firepower in to finish him, like...
I would save a reroll for the bigger guns that are to come.
Yeah, I just don't see him surviving. Nah. Have him, David. As long as you don't roll a 1 or 2 here. And even your flesh borers might get him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
And the Death Spitters are forgone.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll hypothetical with the invul have helped. No.
Miasma Cannon from the Flying Hive Tyrant. Going to go into your vehicle. So I will be hitting you in 2s rather than auto hits, but it's better than hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
D3 shots first of all. For 2. It's going to be 2s to hit.
It's going to be double 1s. Double 1s, David. Show me those 1s. I'll take 1.
Very tempted.
And to be honest,
no, I'm going to leave it.
Leave it because I'm -1 damage in this guy.
Yeah. 1 does go through. Strength 9, so 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
It's a wound.
Yep.
It will be straight to your invul.
Which for the Contemptors is 4-up with that shield. Of course, fail it. How much damage?
3 goes down to 2.
It's 2. He is down to 7 wounds remaining.
And you ignore? Do you not ignore? You're not Contemptor Venerable, or are you just Contemptor?
I am Contemptor. What's the difference between Contemptor and Venerable? Is a 5-up ignores?
Maybe 6 or 5 up. Let's check.
Let's have a check. So yeah, I didn't realise we do get to ignore wounds on 6s. Nope, it's down to 7.
Toxicrine is going to go next. He's only got 1 target. He's going to shoot everything at your Paroxysm Contemptor. So we'll just start with Choking Spores.
Yep.
Yeah, so Salt D6 shots for 4.
Auto hits?
No. Going to be hitting you on 4s, but I reroll all field wounds though.
Yep.
So hitting you on 4s for 2 hits. And then we will be wounding you on 6s. It's only strength 3.
Okay.
But reroll all field wounds.
Got 1.
Cool. It's going to be straight up to wherever your armour is.
I think it's 2 up. How much damage do you do?
It's D3. You're reducing it by 1.
I'm reducing by 1. You know what? That's not worth a command point. Just don't roll a 5.
Stop saying that.
Oh, come on! Well, you didn't roll a 5.
I didn't roll a 5, did you roll a 5?
But 2 damage brings me down to 5 wounds.
And you ignored on 6s?
I do. Hey, I ignored 1, so down to 6 wounds.
And then his massive toxic lashes, assault d6 again.
Yep.
For 4 hits.
Yep.
We are going to be hitting on 4s. Nice. And strength user, I am strength 7, so I'm assuming I'm wounding you on 5s.
I'm going to assume that as well, but I'll just double check. But I'm going to assume I'm toughness 8. Sorry, it's Galactus Dreadnought, toughness 7.
Thanks for checking, Ross. So, wounding on 4s then, and reroll all field wounds. Reroll. For 1 wound, it's going to be -2 to your invul this time.
Yep, so 4 up. We're
You
fine.
nailed it.
How much damage was that?
D3 again.
Oh, okay.
The Horuspex is going to try and lick off some paint off of your Contemptor.
Yep.
So it's 1 shot. We are going to be hitting on 4s. I really wanted to hit just so I could lick off some paint, but it is what it is. And Swarmlord is going to Hive Commander my Demacheron. He gets to move again. Oh,
No, he
don't want to.
caught the wing of someone.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to just... I'm going to move him around this side.
Sure, yeah.
Because you know you're probably... I don't want your heroic intervention.
Yep, can do that. I mean, it would be a mighty way to get heroic intervention to get that, yeah. Oh.
Now it's probably to the meat and bones of the shooting phase. The Symbiostorm and Pathogenic Slimed Exocrine is going to shoot straight into these bikes.
Yep.
I haven't moved, so I'll be double tapping, so I'm getting 12 shots rather than 6. And I'm hitting on 3s because I didn't move. And I'm damaged 4, and any hit roll of a 6 is an additional hit.
Okay, I'm going to activate Arcane Genetic Alchemy. Means that 1, 2, 3 is going to fail to wounds because this could hurt.
A good stratagem for this square.
Yeah. So you're damage 4.
Yes.
Whoa, okay.
Pathogenic Slimes plus 1 damage.
Yeah, okay, let's do
No,
this.
sorry, that is a total
I think
lie.
you're damage 3.
Damage 3.
Yeah, okay.
Damage 3.
You know that's probably a waste because you still need 2 of them to actually kill one of my guys.
Yeah, but with damage 2, I need 3 of them to kill one of your guy.
That's true because I'm actually damage 5. Yep, take it back. Math says this should be a go.
Okay.
Okay.
We did get 2 6s.
So that's extra 2 hits. That one on the top is cocked.
Thank you.
That's
Okay. We don't have any Chronos rerolls because I don't get to use that High Fleet adaptation. So all 1s and 2s are done. But we did get another 2 hits.
Let's just add them in. Nice, nice, nice.
I think that's 9 hits in total. It's going to be 3s to wound.
It's going to be 4s.
4s, yeah, 3s normally.
Yeah, 3s normally, yeah.
But
So,
we discount those, so 4s are right.
come on.
I'm actually not going to be disappointed.
No, I
only
wouldn't
rolled
either.
1 3, so
Yeah.
5 wounds, but these are damage 3.
Yep, so that's going to be 4 up invulns.
Yep. It's looking good.
It's not bad, yeah. So 2 go through, that's going to kill a bike.
And the other Exocrine without Symbiostorm or Pathogenic Slime straight into these bikes. We're hoping to try and get greedy and pick off another one.
Sure.
Hitting on 3s because we stayed still technically through to the stratagem. You said yes, 1s and 2s we take away.
Yep.
There is a 1 there. I'm so used to rerolling 1s with Chronos. Give me that. Give me here. There we go. Right, okay, that was a hit.
Yep.
I think again it's got another 9 hits, so
9
it's
hits,
pretty
yeah.
much the same. And it'll be 4s to win because of your ability or stratagem.
Show me like all the 3s.
I'm taking it.
That's not all the 3s.
I wish this was the Pathogenic one, but yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Damage 2. Can I take another bike?
No.
I do not.
Just 1 down to 1 wound.
Are they 5 wounds?
There might be 5 wounds, maybe 6 wounds. I'll double check that.
And last to shoot is going to be the Tyrannifex, which is going to Stinger Salvo your Contemptor Dreadnought,
Yep.
only thing really in range. And then we're going to Rupture Cannon these bikes. I know it's only one wound, but I need to kill another bike.
Is this the thing that puts out like 20, 40 shots or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Rupture Cannon's the big strength 10. I'm going to shoot it 6 times at your face.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
The 20 one's amazing, but I'm not in range for that if I did take it.
Yeah.
We'll just do this Stinger Salvo really quickly, guys, because we'll get out of the way. 4 shots. We're hitting on 4s, I believe. Yeah, we're hitting on 4s. Yikes, that's not good. But we hit. And we're wounding you on 5s.
Yep.
2 wounds, -1 damage.
So that'll be 10, 2, 3 up. We're all good. Need to hold that on to the next rounds.
Right, Rupture Cannon. So we will get to shoot this twice because I stayed still.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 shots, but I'm still only hitting on 4s.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Oh my word! Okay, okay.
Okay. Your toughness on these bikes?
I mean, it's going to be 4s, 2 wounds because
So
I put the alchemy on it.
The reason I'm double checking is because it would still ignore 1, 2s and 3s. You're right. It doesn't matter.
But your strength normally 10, 12, 10.
10.
So you would have been still 3s to wound.
Yeah, that's
So up to
fine.
6.
Yeah. All right. So we're technically 4s here to wound, guys.
Yep.
Not the best.
No.
It's my last thing to shoot. I'm very tempted to reroll a command point there.
I'd save it for damage. Although I'm going to save a command point in case I need to reroll this.
You only 1 wound.
Yeah, but if I fail both of these, you could maybe slay another one if you get a 5 on the
Yeah,
damage.
I'm going to just save it.
Yeah. So don't fail both these. I failed neither of them.
Yeah. Charges, we're going to start with the Demon Cannon on these bikes.
Yep.
So, charge.
Yep. Double 1. Woo!
That should make it.
Okay.
Do I measure it?
Nah, you'll
That
be in.
definitely should
Yeah,
make
you'll
it.
be in, man.
Right, and now we're going to use a stratagem called Breaking Through, which is one of the Crusher Stampede ones.
Yep.
So essentially what I do here is I roll a number of d6 per wounds I've got. I have 12.
Yep.
So I roll 12 d6. If my dice roll, if my strength is higher than your toughness, then on a 3+ per dice roll, I will inflict a mortal wound to a maximum of 6.
Okay.
Maximum of 6. So should we roll 12 dice?
12 dice. You need at least 6 3s. And yeah, that's my
So 12,
mortal wounds. Okay.
12 dice for a number of wounds I've got, which is 12.
Yep.
3 pluses because I've got higher strength than your toughness. Not the best.
No, but you just need 6.
But we got 7 mortal wounds, again to a maximum of 6.
Right.
So we will take out one of those dice. Because I don't think you won't get to roll against that.
No. So Custodes now, instead of it just being 6 up to ignore mortal wounds and psychic phase, it's 6 up to ignore mortal wounds in general. I need 1 6 here. You're going to kill 2 bikes off the bat. Okay, so 1 bike survives.
And one's down to 1 wound.
And 1's down to 1 wound.
We're going to work our way around. We'll charge the furthest one. We're going to go with the Toxicrene into this guy here.
Sure.
That's a fail.
Yeah, do you want a command point to it?
Well, I'm not going to probably fail any other charge, so probably now's my best time.
Yeah.
I'm going to command point it.
Yeah, it's about a 5-inch charge, give or take.
That's
9 inches, definitely.
So
there we
he'll go. Let me be very careful with this, guys. I want to move him round though.
Yeah.
To the back.
To there. Lovely jubbly.
Flying Hive Tyrant.
As long as you don't get a double 1. You're a wee bit of a distance, but as long as it's not double 1. There you go. Easy peasy.
Let me just work this one.
I know, all the tendrils.
I will do. Would you mind if I just keep rolling?
Just keep rolling.
Horror specs.
Right. I'll allow double 1. Yep, all good.
And the Crusher.
As long as you don't roll. That's about.
I'd say need about 4.
Need about 4. Yeah,
That's
you're all
in.
good. So
we'll
I'll
move
let
it
you
Thank
work
you.
this one out. David has finished all his charges. Now I cannot swooping advance with my lord into here to try and assist, because that's not how that works anymore. And so that would have been 3 command points. I would have jumped in there, tried to help out. Can't do it anymore.
Going to start the combat with the Demon Cannon, and I'm going to use 2 stratagems: Ferocious Appetite to reroll all failed wounds, and I'm going to use Thunderous Impact, one of the new stratagems, to give him +1 to all his hit, wound, and damage rolls. But I can only guide all my attacks against that unit, which I plan to do.
It's only your.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with this using our massive scything sickle talons, which we have 6 attacks here.
So I'm going to use Genetic Alchemy again.
Yep.
So 2 command points. Oh, I'm down to 3 models. I think I'm actually, this is only going to cost 1 command point now. I'll double check that, but I think it's 1.
We'll check it after.
Yeah, but I think it's 1 command point now, and I'm going to ignore any unmodified rolls of 1, 2, or 3.
Cool, that's fine. So 6 attacks with these ones before our additional attacks.
Yep.
So we are going to be hitting on 3s normally, but I am +1 to my hit rolls here, and I reroll all my hits.
Yep.
So 2s reroll everything. My word!
My words. That's a good call.
Yeah, so we get 6 hits. I'm going to be wounding you normally on 3s, but I'm now wounding you on 4s.
Yep.
And I'll be rerolling all field wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Try again. 5 get through.
Minus 8.
It's -3, so be straight to your invul.
4 up invul.
Oh!
You're +1 damage at the moment.
I'm +1 damage, so I'm D3 +4 damage.
Have you got more attacks after this?
I have a couple of extra attacks with the tails and stuff.
Wipe the unit. Go for it,
Okay.
David. Score your damage. So what?
So 1 goes away.
1 goes away. In fact, no, that just kills them automatically, even if I rerolled, because you are 3 plus D3 plus 1. So you're 4 plus D3 and 5 wounds. Even if you roll a 1 with every one of these, even if I pass the invul,
You're right.
it wipes the squad.
So they're gone.
They're gone. I could spend a command point to try and interrupt here. Now I do have paroxysm, and if I spend an interrupt thing, I'd say they kind of cancel each other out and we go back to charges, because I technically have first strike, then last strike as well. Cancel each other out, and I believe the rule is it'd go back to charges. You would just charge, go all them. So, you know what? Let's not even debate it. Keep my command points. You go nuts and attack away.
All right, we're going to go with the horror specs on to the Contemptor.
Yep.
So we are going to be using our shoveling claws.
Yep.
So it's going to be 4 attacks. We're hitting on 4s, but any hit roll of a 6, due to my warlord trait, is an additional hit.
Yep.
We have 2 6s. What is going on with my rolls today? Well, this is strength 14.
What?
Yep.
2s to wound me. You are -1 to hit me in combat. Did you roll how much did you need to hit me?
I think I will double check. I think I definitely rolled a 4.
Yeah, we'll have double check.
I rolled 2 6s, we know that much.
We had a check there. Yep, there was 1 4, so 1 miss.
Down to 5 hits then in total after the extra hits.
Still pretty good.
Strength 14, so 2s to wound. They all wound. It's going to go straight to your invul save.
So that's 4 up with the shields. Not bad, 3 of them saved. Now, how much damage do you cause?
D6.
Knock it out of the park, David. Go for it. I don't want to spend command point. You've got so many attacks coming in.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. So, roll a
D6.
D6. -1 to each of these, so as long as you don't roll 2 2s. Oh no, he's super gone.
Does he explode?
Does he explode?
I think you explode in a 5 up because you're Contemptor.
I think so. I'm actually going to check if I can spend a command point to auto-explode, but it doesn't seem a very custody thing. So no auto explosions, darn it. But it is going to be a 6 to explode, so don't worry, David. Here comes your mortal wounds.
I seen a 6 there.
I saw a 6 too, David, but that's not where it landed. So yeah, the Galatus Contemptor is gone on the first monster out of 4.
Alright, that's the end of what was one of the most devastating Tyranid turns I've ever witnessed.
Dave, that was one of your most devastating turns ever.
This thing! We didn't anticipate these new faction rules. We're testing them out, guys, here today for the first time as well.
Yeah.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, I don't have much more to say. I think I'm down to about 1 command point because I've just blown through tons of command points.
Yep.
But yeah, let's pass it on to Custodes Battle Round 2.
On to Custodes turn 2, but what the heck happened there? That was an unbelievable amount of damage. Losing the bikes is always a devastating loss, but now they're rocking about 90-ish points a model with salvo launchers, and it can even be higher with Miscordias. That is a huge amount of points lost. I'm going to bring in reinforcements now, but I think with Custodes now mainly being a 2 damage army, you vastly reducing basically all my damage by 50% is tough. Let's drop the stuff in and see how we do. I will score 5 victory points because I've got 1 unit on an objective, but now, wow, yeah, let's see what happens. Finished up the Custodes movement for turn 2. So I have chosen for my stance as Rendax stance 2. This will allow me to get +1 strength to units that charge. Not going to help many units except for one in particular, quite important. So we have our Warlord has moved on round here. Basically I've got to get this Democratic Cairn gone. Hopefully these guys might be able to help, but at 12 wounds and a lot of just things that are doing 2 damage, it is going to be a bit of a struggle. These Sagittarian Guard have joined over here. Now they can use their beam weapons from that range, hopefully be able to do a bit more damage. Can't do anything about the middle, but on the back I have dropped in my Terminators along with my Shield Captain Terminator. Though it may not be the model for it, that's actually a really cool Forge World model for Custodes, and it just looks awesome, so I really like it for that. And then my Aculus Dreadnought has came down here, really hoping to try and take out some of these Tyranid warriors. Let's do some shooting. Shield Captain's going to fire at the Demon Cairn right in straight in the face. So let's have a launcher. 2s to hit, no rerolls.
I was seeing it there, I was actually seeing that.
Okay, woo, got past the hard part. Your toughness 7?
Yeah.
3s to wins. Woo! Did it, -4 AP.
Straight to my 5-up invul. In case you're wondering, I didn't have enough command points to do Unbreakable Chitin because I have more than 10 wounds. So
yep, that's important. This is like my main damage weapon of my whole army now.
Right, okay.
So this is going to be 5 wounds to you when I roll amazing, and you're going to fail your invul.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Cool. I passed the invul. Wish you could see Ross's face right now.
Sagittarian Guardians are going to put their Adrastus Bolt Calvers, and I'm going to do both the Bolt Volley and Disintegrator Beam straight into Demon Cairn because now I have a hate for it.
Okay.
So that is going to be -1 to their hit, but it means I get more shots. So
go for it.
9 shots. You are -1 damage, tragically. Hitting on 3s, no rerolls. Very nice.
Worth double tapping? Or worth,
yeah. Yeah, we'll find out on the double tap if I hit with them, and that's going to be 5s to wounds. For 2 wounds, -1 AP.
4 ups.
Yep.
And then ignoring a 5-up due to Catalyst.
Yep.
Nope. So I'm down to 11 wounds remaining.
Yep. And then there's going to be the Disintegrator Beams, which is 3 shots hit on 3s. Yep. I'm still happy with it. Wounding in 5s. Yep. 1 wound, -3 AP.
5-up invul. Failed.
Going to be 2 damage because you're -1, so 5-up ignores.
Ignored 1, so down to 10 wounds remaining.
And these Sagittarian Guard are going to do the same thing, just absolutely pummel into Demon, just try and bring down as many wounds as you can, but they will get to reroll 1s, hitting on 3s.
Yep,
that one.
Again, worth it.
And we are wounding you on 5s. Okay.
Was that none?
No, and another 3 shots. So reroll 1. Nope. And then Disintegrator is going to be 5. No. Going to go with Contemptor Aculus Dreadnought. Going to put all the shots into Tyrannifex because I really don't want to damage the Tyrant Warriors. I'd rather try and get in combat with them, and if I kill one, you'll reduce my charge.
Yeah, I agree.
So the Aculus Dread Spear, 2 shots hitting on 2s. No, it's going to be, are you within range of your Venonthropes?
I am.
I mean, the 1 misses either way, but it would have been 3s.
Yeah.
Wounding you on, I presume your toughness 8?
Yep.
Wounding you on 4s? Nope. And then it's going to be 4 Lastrum Storm Bolters because I am not in range of rapid fire and we are not Space Marines. So it's going to be 3s to hit you.
Yep.
And then wounding you on...
It'll be 4s to hit. Oh, your 2s normally, sorry, ignore me.
I am strength 5, so it's going to be 5s to wound you.
Yep.
No wounds. The Hilarious Custodians to fire next. I'm going to just fire everything, their axes, the beams and their ballistic grenade launchers into the exocrine, just because you are reducing damage. Even my axes are being reduced to damage 1. I think it's going to take a lot of effort just to bring him down, so every wound counts. Let's start with the ballistic grenade launchers. Now they're damage 1 anyway, so you're not reducing anything there. It's going to be 6d3 shots. Let's find out what happens. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 3.
I'll just check if you're in range of the Venom tropes. I might not be. Just checked, we are in range of the Brood of Venom tropes, so -1 to hit.
So it's going to be 3s to hit, reroll 1s because of the shield captain. Don't roll 2s.
Pretty good roll.
Pretty good.
Solid roll.
All hit, and it's going to be 5 to injure because I'm strength 5. There we go. It is 3 wounds. I believe it's -3 AP.
So I'll be straight to my 5-up invul.
Sure is.
Due to my Crusher Stampede 5-up invul. Ignored 2, sorry. 1 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Next up is their axes. They're in rapid fire range. Just going to beam into the exocrine, try and do a bit more damage. 12 shots in on 3s because you're -1. Rerolled 1s. That's cocked.
Solid rolling.
Solid rolling. Very nice. But these are usually damage 2. Guess what they go down to.
1.
And even then you are toughness 8.
Yep.
6 is to wounds. 1 wounds.
Oh, they're only strength 4.
They're only strength 4 on their axes when shooting.
Cool.
And it's -1 AP.
So 4-ups. Saved.
And the captain will fire all his weapons, and I'll fire them into the X screen. So do his axe first. We know the score. It's 3s, no rerolls. Whoops. Next up, he does have a weapon called the Obliteratum, I think it's called. I'm just going to check.
What? We'll be right back after we read this. Alright, go for it.
So yeah, that's the Obliteratum. I think it appeared in the previous codex. Because everyone used Oryx Aquila, none of us looked at the other relics. What this does is replace the ballistic grenade launcher on the model, and it becomes a range 18, assault 1, strength 10, -4, d3 plus 3 damage. This is a single shot absolute cannon. So he's going to be 3s to hit, no rerolls, don't roll 1s and 2s. Woo! It's going to be 3s to win. 3s to win you. Oh, and wins. Right, have your 5-up invul. You wouldn't have this usually, your 5-up invul, or your -1 damage.
Yes, because I wouldn't be playing this Legion trait.
Well, yeah, if you get... Oh, right, go for it.
Oh, baby!
Right, if I had damage, this would be d3 plus 3. That would have been 5 damage from 1 grenade off his wrist.
A lot of things would have been.
A lot of things would have been, David, a lot of things. So, gonna do my charges. These are pretty much auto charges.
Just go for it, buddy.
Shabam! Woo!
And then the next one. And they're in.
And just get these low rolls out of the way. Contemptor Aculus next, because he's part of the Dread Host. I'm going to reroll a charge, and I gave him Eternal Penitence, so he can get +1 to his charge. It's an 8-inch charge, rerollable. How can I fail this?
Closest warrior unit.
Closest warrior unit. 9-inch charge. There we go, so he will be in. And going to the Hilarious Custodes next. Into the exocrine, 9-inch charge, rerollable because of Dread Hosts. They are in. Are they going to be joined by the Shield Captain? Almost. They are indeed.
No rerolls needed today.
So the Aculus Dread Spear into your Tyranid warriors. I am eternally penitent, so it's going to be 6 attacks with the Contemptor, hitting on 2s. Oh. I am strength 14, so I imagine it's going to be 2s.
2s. That's flat.
Yeah, okay, cheers, I think I need it. It's -3 AP.
So straight to my 5-up invul.
Do you get a 5-up invul as well?
They get a 5-up invul, but they don't get the -1 damage.
Still, okay, 5-up invul.
The whole army gets 5-up invul.
Okay, okay.
Ignored 1.
So, how many wounds you got each?
3 each. So 3
are dead. Yep.
I'll leave the Venom Cannon.
Why not? Right, going with the Hilarious Custodians next. So with their Castellan axes, I am in the stance that adds +1 to my strength, making me strength 9. And I am going to use Slayer of Nightmares because your toughness is higher than mine, adding +1 to my wound roll. Did cost 2 command points, so I think I'm down to 5.
Yep.
Meaning I'm going to wound you in 2s, which is delightful. So it's going to be 24 attacks, I believe. Yep, because it's 4 attacks apiece. times 6, so 24 attacks. Hitting on 2s, reroll 1s, because they are core, I believe. They are core indeed, so
Smash and roll.
reroll that.
I'm going to double check the Venom Throat. I don't think it impacts your
Is it
melee.
not just shooting?
I'm going to double check.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was just range only, so keep rolling.
Yeah, there's one thing I should mention about the shield host. You actually get another further -1 AP because you're within 9 inches of me, but your invul has kind of affected that the whole way through.
Okay.
So most
Good
of my
to know,
weapons are -2, minus I think their bolts at the close range, but either way, everything hit. And now it's going to be 2s to wound you.
I think it's going to hurt.
Yeah, it's 2s to wound you, no rerolls here. 2s to wound you. There we go. Right. That many wounds, minus technically 3 AP.
Yeah, 5 up invul, I'm probably dead.
You should, I did a lot to bring it down to 2s to wound here.
How much damage is it?
Well, it would be 2 damage and I'd almost assure your destruction, but
Okay.
got 5 up invul, I think I've given you so many wounds, this should finish you.
Okay, I've got 11 remaining, so here we go.
Yeah, you must be gone.
Right, let's just work this out here. So there's 4, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, only by 1.
Oh my word, are you kidding?
1, 2, 3, 6,
I have a captain there to
9,
try and finish the job.
10, 11. You did it by 1.
It should not take that many points. That's a lot of points, David, to do that.
And I'm tempted to use a command point for reroll for laughs. No, I'm not going to do that. Of course I'm not.
My
I'm
shield
not.
captain will finish you.
Anyway,
Right, do you death roll?
Yeah, I do. So death roll, no, just roll a 6.
Yep.
I rolled a 6, so it's D3 mortal wounds on everyone within 6 inches.
Yep. Done the shield captain first.
Yeah, D3 mortal wounds on him. For 1, which you ignore on a 6.
Yep, it's not just psychic anymore. He will take a mortal wounds.
And then D3 on your Alaris Terminators.
Yep.
For 1,
Ignore a 6.
they take a wound.
Gonna go with the Sagittarium Guard against the... It's not Gyro effects, it's the Horus? No.
It's your Doom.
Yep.
Demacaron.
Demacaron, and so they've got Miscordia, so they're going to get 12 attacks piece. Sorry, 4 attacks piece, 12 total. Hitting your 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Okay. You know what? Just as well for the rerolls.
Yep.
That's a 2, that's fine.
Yep. Okay, 1 miss, that's fine. And I am going to be 5s to wound you on this one. It is minus 3 AP because you're within 9 inches. That's some wounds on you. 4 wounds.
Yep.
4 wounds. Now you will get your 5 up invul.
5 up Pinball.
Oh.
And then 5 up Catalyst.
No! And my shield captain here now, I've given him so many abilities to survive, but damage, well, I'm damage 2, which you reduce to 1. I physically don't have enough attacks to finish you here. So it's going to be 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, no rerolls, because he's not core. So all but 1 hit. And I'm going to wound you, I'm going to be strength 7, and when I charge I get +1 to the wound roll, so it's going to be
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, 2 wounds, minus 4 AP because you're within 9 inches.
So 5 up.
5 up.
Sure.
Yep, and then you reduce my damage to 1, ignore a 5. Cool, so all that all caused was 1 wound.
Alright, this warrior is going to attack back. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s because I buffed them pre-game for their weapon skill, ballistic skill. They all hit. Wounding you on 5s. For 2 wounds.
Any weapons?
No, it's just Scything Talons, sorry. So I would have actually got to reroll hits of 1 as well, I forgot, but didn't matter. But no AP, no. Fine.
No AP, 2 up save, roll 1s. Well,
Did you roll 1?
I did. Did you do, how much damage did you do?
1.
Well, Dante.
So my Demacaron is going to go next. I'm actually going to go against... I'm going to go against your Sagittarium Guard and go against your Warlord next turn.
That's if you manage to slay them all.
Yeah, they're dead. And if they're not, I'll do my roll to try and eat one of them.
Sure, yeah, I forgot about that, yeah.
Right, so I'm not going to use any stratagems here because I want to save up command points
Is there
from
any
my
possibility
next...
you can eat him? Don't check it yet, we'll do it at the end.
Okay.
Let's see if you can actually kill them first, but...
Just check, yes.
Okay.
Anyway, right, we're hitting on 3s.
Yeah, that's against Sagittarium Guard.
Yeah, and we're re-rolling failed hits of 1.
Just explain, he would have been -1 to hit and 5 up ignoring wounds. I've made him really hard to bring down.
Yeah.
So...
But he's only doing 1 damage apiece, they do more attacks.
Yeah, they do more attacks, so...
And I'll deal with him next turn.
Yeah, okay, if you manage to kill all these guys.
I'll still, yeah, totally, man.
They'll be dead.
Right, so we're hitting on 3s, reroll 1s because of these sickles.
Yep.
Reroll the 1s. Kind of wish you went for your Lord now. So they all hit. I'm going to believe you are... Oh, I'm going to be strength 8, so 3s to wound.
3s to wound, I'm toughness 5.
And it's not reroll all hits. Sorry, reroll hits 1, it's reroll all hits. So that 2 I will get to reroll.
Reroll it.
For another hit. So that brings us back to 6. Definitely wish I went for your Warlord now.
Well, there's still another round.
3s to wound. Loving it. I wish I went for your Warlord now. now these are going to be straight to your invul, and it's D3 plus 3 damage apiece.
So everyone I fail is a dead Sagittarium Guard.
Yeah.
So I need to get 3-4. I need to get at least 3 4-ups.
Yeah, you do.
I did. So 2 are dead. 1 is still alive.
Then we have the siding tail on the Sagittarium Guard. I can only do 1 additional attack with this one. Hitting on 3s. No rerolls this time.
Nope.
And we miss.
Do I do your... see if you can gobble me up?
That's it. So we now move on to the Thorax Spine Maw. I choose an enemy model engagement range. I could do your captain or this guy. What is the strength of your captain characteristic?
Strength 5.
And he is?
Strength 5.
How many wounds he got?
9.
So I can't do it on him because I won't kill him.
Well, you can do it on him and cause mortal wounds.
But I want to eat someone.
So you can get bonuses.
Yes.
And I also ignore the wounds in 5s.
Yes.
He actually ignores the wounds in 6s because they're mortal.
Cool.
But he's... yeah, okay.
So we'll go against him. So my strength... Let me just work this out, guys. So the both players then roll. So you roll dice. So roll off.
Right.
You roll a 6.
Oh, he's not getting munched today.
Well, however, though, you are 6 plus 1. I think you're not getting mulched today.
No, it's 6 plus 5. My strength, so I'm 11, and you're...
Strength 7 plus 3.
10, so I outrolled you.
So you win.
So I'm fine.
That's what I said.
Delicious, no eating today.
No eating today.
And that is it for the Custodes. Yeah, I don't think there was much else could do. These guys absolutely pummeled that Exocrine into the ground, which was very handy, but everything else is just struggling. That Demacharon is just having its way with stuff. Now, it did manage to stop him gobbling up 1 Custode, but still there is so many huge things in the middle, there's huge things in the back, there's a Swarm Lord. There's a lot of damage to come. Let's see how it goes into Tyranids turn 2.
So into battle round 2 for Tyranids. Just to quickly recap, I'll be going back up to 2 command points. I believe I have more objectives than you. I have 1, 2. I think I just have 2.
Yeah, you're a troop, aren't you?
Yeah, so I will get 10 victory points for this battle round. With that, guys, yeah, I'm just going to reposition the monsters and hopefully let's start gobbling some stuff up. Alright, end of the movement phase. I have fallen back this warrior, rejigged those warriors along with moving up the Swarm Lord. Tyrannifex and Exocrine are going to stay still and pump out shots and be meat to the slaughter, while the rest of the bulk of the force and the dangerous part has all shifted down here. I did advance those Venom tropes, but everything has came down here because really, if I can take this side, clear up that, it's a case of just avoiding those Terminators for the remainder of the game. That is the plan. Into the Psychic phase, we are probably not going to use Symbiostorm because there's no need for it anymore, but we're going to smite those guys there.
Yep.
So looking for a 5+. We fail it. Not going to command point that.
Fair.
I will use the Horror though, and I'm actually going to put that on your captain.
Yep.
To try and give him -1 to hit.
Spanish one leadership as well.
It's not going to matter.
Not going to matter, I'm leadership 11, so...
Oh, are you now? Great.
Yeah,
Just want to put that one in there.
Custodes are leadership 11. No one cares.
Right, Horror. Do we get it?
8.
Yeah, so -1 to hit for him basically is what you need to know.
Sure.
Cool. Swarmlord is going to paroxysm the Terminator.
Yep.
So he's always hitting last. We actually get it.
Yep.
It is 5.
Yep.
So we get paroxysm, and I'm going to catalyst myself.
Yep.
Just to give me more wounds. Which we also get. So Swarmlord gets catalyst. Start the shooting phase. I'm going to use Hive Commander. I'm actually just going to move myself.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rupture Cannon from the Tyrannifex on your Contemptor Dreadnought over there.
Yep.
So 6 shots, I stayed still, hitting on 4s. No rerolls. And we are going to be 3s to wound.
Yep.
Strength 10. For 3 wounds. These are all straight to your invul.
So it's going to be 5 up invul.
Oh boy.
Do I want to try and save him?
It's D6 damage a piece.
It's D6 damage, a -1 to... You know what, David? I'm just going to let it go.
Okay.
D6 damage, and then going to norm 6s. Do it. You know, it's going to hurt.
How many wounds you got left?
8. So 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
It's 9. 9 dice. Ignore them on 6s.
No, it's not 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but you -1 damage off of each one.
Yeah.
So it's actually another -3 then.
So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I can't bring it below 1.
Yeah, so you're right. So it'll be 8, and you ignore on 6s.
Yep.
Did you say?
Yep.
There you go, 8 dice.
Thank you very much.
Okay, how many wounds you got left? 1?
No, he's dead.
What?
I failed all. You caused 8.
And you've got 8 wounds, so you're right, yep. Yeah.
Does it explode?
We checked, it explodes in a 6.
So it does.
And the Exocrine is going to double tap his Bioplasmic Cannon into your Alaris Terminators.
Yep.
And again, no stratagem buffs here, so 12 shots. Are you any minuses?
To
hit them?
Not that I believe so, no.
So 3s to hit then. Even though we're Chronos, we do not get the reroll because we don't get their high fleet adaptation.
I mean, you could exchange it if you wanted for
No.
If I could get that my damage back and you don't get invuls.
No.
Nah.
3s to win then. Not the best. In fact, the Exocrines have not been good today.
Yeah, no, they haven't been the best. And so that's 2 minus lots, I
3
imagine.
AP, yeah.
So it's going to be
2 damage a piece.
4 up invul.
It will take one.
We'll take one of them out.
The one that's already injured. This unit of warriors, a Venom Cannon's just going to shoot over at your Alaris Terminators. The rest of the guns are not in range.
Go for it.
Hitting on...
There's no D3 shots.
D3 shots, first of all, you're totally right.
I wish you'd maybe stuck to hitting on and you just did one shot.
Hitting on 3s because we buffed them pre-game.
Sure did.
Wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Okay.
Minus
2.
4 up invul. Nope. How much damage do you do?
D3.
D3, you can't kill one because they're 4 wounds piece, but you can do 2 wounds.
Miasma Cannon is going to automatically hit the Sagittarium Guard.
Okay.
Because you're within 8 inches and you're infantry.
Is it D3 shots?
Yeah, D3 shots.
That also hit. For
2. It's going to be strength 8, so 3s to wound.
Yep. It's not strength 9. It'd be the same thing.
I think it's strength 9 for the miasma, you're right actually.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Choking Spores. D6 tax
Yep.
for 2. Hitting you on 4s, I believe, yep. For 1. Wounding you on 5s, because it's only strength 3. But we do wound you. It will be AP dash.
2 up! There we go, and it
Nailed
would have
it.
been an invul save as well.
Right, massive toxic lashes.
Yep.
D6 tax for 4. 4s again. 2 hits. It will be strength 6 this time, no, strength 7, so 3s to wound, re-rollable. Try that again. 2 wounds, this is -2 this time.
4 up invul. Failed them. How much damage?
D3 apiece.
Have a go.
So first one,
5 up to kill. No, automatically slain.
so 1 dies. Horospex is going to actually shoot his grasping tongue into combat. I can do it if an enemy within 1 inch of me, or even a friendly unit's within 1 inch of an enemy unit. So
Okay.
here we go. We are going to be 4s. Nope. Charges to declare. I'm assuming you've got no Overwatch. Hot specs into this guy here.
Yep.
He's in.
Yep. Punch, punch.
Lots of charges here. Toxicrene.
Yep, just don't roll a double one. Easy peasy.
I'm moving him around just so his tentacles don't get in the way.
Hive Tyrant. Bit longer.
I'm actually going to charge the thing in here first.
Carnifex, because you never use Carnifexes.
Yeah, let's see what we get first.
See, you need about like a 7 if that'll.
He is defo in.
He's wanting this.
Let me just.
Those darn tentacles.
Now, I have a choice. I'm probably going to leave him where he is. Because what he's doing is giving these 2 units where he is additional hits on a hit roll of a 6. Or I could move him in to either one of these combats.
I would just take his straight attacks. I'd get him into one of the combats. His straight attacks is better than a 1 in 6
I'm going to get him
chance.
into this combat, I think.
Yeah, okay, go for it. As long as you don't roll like a 4. It's super in.
And I'm probably going to come round this side to get the full buff.
Sure.
So come round, because I can fly.
Yep.
So we'll do that.
Yep.
I'm conscious you might intercept, so I'm actually going to go straight with the Hive Tyrant on your Warlord. I doubt it'll kill you, but it might make it a bit easier for another monster too. So we get 4 attacks here.
Yep.
We're hitting on 2s, but I reroll 1s using Talons.
Yep.
And any hit roll of a 6 is an additional.
Just to say, David, I can't really intercept because when it comes to protracted combats, I would.
Oh, you're totally right.
But you have to choose him first, otherwise, if you went with another one, I would intercept to attack your Hive Tyrant.
Yeah, so we'll go with him.
Yeah.
4s reroll 1s, 6 is an additional hit.
Shabam.
So we get 5 hits.
Yep. He is -1 to hit, but you. Well, never mind.
I'd have been 3s to hit then.
Yeah, so you.
Reroll 1s, so
nice.
They're fine. What's your toughness?
Good question. I believe it's toughness 6.
Then I'll be 4s to wound you.
Let me just check. I'm not tough 7. I'm definitely tough 7. Tough 6. Go for it.
4s to wound then, because I'm strength 6 with these Talons. We get 2 wounds.
Do you get rerolls of 1 with massive silent? Is it not?
Hits of 1.
Oh, hits 1. So it's going to be. What's your AP?
3.
So it's going to be 4 up invul save. Yep, 4 up invul because Orc's Quilla doesn't want the same anymore. Don't even have it. So absolutely fine.
Horospex to go next. He's only against this poor Sagittarium Guard. So we are forced to hit. No rerolls, but any 6 is an additional hit. Oh
no.
Yeah, not so good. So he has actually got a good strength, but terrible to hit. We have more attacks though. We have an additional D3 attacks with his Ravenous Maw.
Yep.
For 2. Again, hitting on 4s though.
Not having it.
Failed everything.
Yep.
Carnifex with a pair of monstrous scything talons. That's all he's got. Straight into the Sagittarium Guard.
Yep.
It's going to be 5 attacks due to having the pair. And we reroll 1s and we hit on 4s.
No.
And we don't get the additional hit because we're not in range of the Warlord. It will be 3s to wound.
Strength.
6 strength user. Straight to invul, -3.
4 up. No.
3 damage.
Gone.
Next is the Toxicrene, again on the Sagittarium Guard. So we've got 6 attacks and we're going with our massive Toxic Lashes.
Yep.
We're hitting you on 3s this time, however, though. They'll hit bar 1, no rerolls. I'm going to be strength 7, so I'm wounding on 3s, but I reroll failed wounds. So they all wound. This is going to be straight to your invul.
4 up invul.
So he's dead.
He's dead.
D3 damage, he's definitely dead.
Yeah. Shield Cabs here, attacking. Let's just try and damage Demacaron. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. You're not a minuses to it, are you? No, 2s. There we go. Wounding you on, I am strength.
Wounding on 5s now.
I think it's, I'm strength 7, so it's 4s now.
Oh, are you strength 7 normally?
Yeah, I'm strength 5 plus 2. But I didn't charge you, so no +1 to wound.
Got you.
So it's 4 wounds. Nailed it. There you go.
Boy, that is dangerous.
You're in within my minus extra AP, so -3.
It'll be straight to invul, Ross.
It'll be to invul.
Yeah, 5 ups. of which I failed, and it's going to be 5 damage with no more catalyst. So
yeah, no more
down
catalyst.
to 4 wounds remaining.
There we go.
Going to use my last 2 command points to use Thunderous Impact on the Demon to give him +1 attack, +1 to his hits, wounds, and damage.
Okay.
Now I am going to be now bracketed, so I'm hitting you on 5s.
Yep.
You're minusing 1, so I'm then hitting you on 6s, but I'm +1, so back to 5s.
Okay.
And I will reroll all failed hits, and every hit roll of a 6 is an additional hit.
Go for it. So you really need 6s.
Yeah.
A lot.
We got 1.
Okay. Either way, that was poor rolling.
And I get to reroll all of these.
Yep.
That's a lot better.
Oh, that is a lot better.
So we get 3 6s and 1 normal hit. So I'll put these 2 back in, and I'll add another one.
Yikes.
So we actually go up. And luckily that's the only thing that impacts me when it comes to being bracketed.
Yep.
So I am going to be wounding you on 3s.
Yep.
Now wounding you on 2s.
Yep, of course. Plus
Because of
two
the
wind rolls.
stratagem. So 2s, no rerolls here. Okay. So that's a whole bunch. It's going to be straight to your invul.
Yeah.
But for every failed one, it's D3 +4.
I spend a command point.
I think he's dead.
So it's no, I've got to ignore wounds and stuff.
Right, so how many did you fail?
So I failed 3.
Right, so we need to work out. So that's already 12 damage. And then plus another D3.
Yeah, bear 1.
Do you minus damage though?
No. He's toast.
So it's D3 +4.
Right.
So 12 plus another couple of D3s.
Yeah, I've got to roll this to see.
12, 14, 16, 17. So
Right,
you need
so
to... Yeah.
Give me 17 dice, David. Let's have a look. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Let's do this. I have 9 wounds.
How much do you know on 5 ups? Or?
5 ups. Math says, should I do this? No, I shouldn't. 5 ups! Right.
No, he's
1,
dead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. Yeah, dead. Dead with 3 over. Yeah, super toast. Demon, my goodness.
And there is actually still one enemy model in range at the end of the fight phase. So Thorax Maw, roll off and add our strength. That's you're dead.
Well, no.
Well, you might not be dead,
No,
actually.
might not be dead.
But I do win the roll off.
Oh,
do win
so
it.
you win the roll off, right? You
Yeah.
win the roll off. You have to roll that. Now roll the amount of mortal wounds.
D6 mortal wounds.
So on a 3 or above.
But you still ignore them.
So I need to make what, 4 6s?
You do indeed, yeah.
Okay.
But I get to eat someone.
Yeah, have a munch, David.
Permanent feel no pain, and he finally got some food. Okay, that brings an end to the battle round 2 for Tyranids, and brutally there, we got the shield captain on the Dawn Eagle jet bike, we got all the Sagittarium guard, we had some food.
Yeah, David, good game. Let's not even.
Wow.
That was there's a lot to talk. Like, although it's meant to be for Custodes, there's a lot to talk about with Tyranids. Well, thanks for watching, and what the hell happened there, David? It was an interesting one. So a lot I learned there from both Tyranids and Adeptus Custodes, and I think firstly we'll focus on the Adeptus Custodes side. The big thing, and I knew this was prominent through the Codex beforehand, but I didn't realise how much of a major weakness it was going to be, is the fact that there's a lot of damage too throughout the Codex, especially in both ranged and melee. You see with their sort of ranged weapons in terms of the bolt calvers, even the axes, they're all kind of damage too. In close combat, a lot of damage too. The axe, the spear, and I think the sword is damage too as well, maybe damage 1.
Most likely by the theme of things.
But you're not getting, you are hitting, I mean the axe is hit at strength 8, it's hit on 2s, but not being strength 3 when someone has an army that mitigates -1 damage, you're ignoring 50% of the damage.
Yeah.
And that is not just, we got that with the Tyranids, but even if you're facing Death Guard, that would be a huge problem. And with a lot of their weapons, the armaments they've got just don't really have an answer to it. If they had something, now you can use one of the stances to reduce your damage to 1 but get 1 extra attack. Helps, but I don't think that even that's enough. The point is, you don't have an option to almost horde sweep, so you reduce yourself to damage 1 and do loads of attacks. And even then, there's not many ways to get up to damage 3, 4 without being a salvo launcher. So Custodes, you may have reliable hitting, good strength, but you're sticking at that damage 2. Damage 2 is fine, but you need options, and when someone has mass -1 damage, really, really damages your army.
Yeah, you're right, it highlighted Custodes, probably one of their biggest weaknesses now.
Yeah.
Anything that mitigates damage. This faction of Tyranids that we've just seen as well, I'm probably going to say we're probably looking at the lines of beta rules at the moment.
Yeah.
So what you've seen today may not 100% be the finished product.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. You can clearly tell it needs some tweaks here and there, better or for worse. This faction though, or this Crusher Stampede, is the only one word to describe it: brutal.
Yeah.
I've not probably seen a Tyranids list designed like that for a good few editions of the game.
Yeah.
Nid-Zilla used to be a very big thing. 8th edition, even 7th edition, and now 9th. Nid-Zilla was not a thing. It was too expensive, and your monsters were just cracking high toughness.
Yep.
But no invul saves.
Yeah.
And you could get away around that. Now with the invul saves, and I think that's actually all it needs. The damage reduction is a ridiculously good bonus, which I'll take for now.
Sure, yeah, why not?
That is probably the strongest rendition of Tyranids I think I can currently field.
The endurance that adds to it is unbelievable. An invul save and a reduction in damage, very, very, very good.
It makes some of those mediocre monsters which you may have taken before and never got high value back out of it, like a Demon.
Yep.
Even a Horospex, just any of these combat monsters that you were chucking forward, you never really got your value back, you will now.
Yeah.
100%, because you can feel confident to chuck them across the table.
So in terms of, well, we obviously know what the most valuable unit on the field today was the Demon.
Doom.
I mean, it did so well. I'd probably say it got close to the 1,000-point mark, because keep in mind the bikes alone, I don't know if it killed all of them, I think it killed 4 out of 5 of them. And then it killed the Shield Captain. The Shield Captain was nearly 200 points, and the bikes were about 460, give or take.
Yeah, so it's made its own points back like 3 times over.
Well, you know, 460, add on 200 nearly, that's 660. Did it do any more damage? It took some Sagittarium Guard maybe.
Yeah, but it made a lot of damage.
It made a lot of damage, so that was quite impressive.
I think comboing it with the Hive Commander, even if you don't choose a Demon, I've seen a lot of the lists, they're taking the Hydrils and stuff like that. Again, very, very similar unit, but it can shoot instead of only combat. I'm seeing the standard practice for this type of list is take a Swarmlord and just fling a monster of your choice, and then if it's alive, great. Next turn, fling another one. Just keep flinging big monsters at
I mean, you were flinging the Swarmlord itself at another thing, but you'd shot it to death already.
The Rupture Cannon just went.
Yeah.
No fun for you.
The interesting combination I'd like to see with that list would maybe be Thousand Suns, because Thousand Suns can throw out a huge amount of damage 1 stuff, but they can also throw out a whole load of mortal wounds. So your 5-up invul will not help against and ignoring damage.
Right.
Mortal wounds will have no effect, and the damage 1 with loads of Scarab Cult shots, and then you can usually use a stratagem to make it +1 to wound.
Totally.
Very, very interesting to see how that would work there.
Maybe if you're interested in seeing that combination, I'll keep the Tyranids list as it is.
Yeah.
Maybe we can write up a wee Thousand Suns, and if you want to see it, put it in the comments below, and we'll have a second crack at it with Thousand Suns maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll find a way in that with that one. So thanks again for watching. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. Check us out on social media where we can see projects that we are working on, and we'll see you on our Tabletop Assault Battle Reports.